You wake up and before your eyes are even open, your brain is already scanning for everything that could go wrong. Deadlines, money, that argument you keep replaying. And by the time your feet hit the floor, you're already exhausted. People call this overthinking, weak mindset, dramatic. But here's what they don't understand. Your brain is doing exactly what it was trained to do. The problem, it never learned how to stop. And the fix isn't therapy. It isn't motivation. It's something so small your brain won't even fight it. I'm about to show you 6 micro-behaviors that rewire your emotional baseline. The first one happens before your feet touch the floor. You've been waiting for happiness to arrive, the promotion, the relationship, the breakthrough. But while you're waiting, your brain runs the same stress loop on repeat. Neuroscience shows your brain doesn't change through big moments. It changes through tiny patterns repeated until automatic. Right now, your brain has a filter called the reticular activating system. It decides what you notice all day. For most people, it's locked on threat mode, scan for problems, predict disasters. But when you interrupt that pattern, the filter shifts. What you train your brain to look for, you start seeing everywhere. These 6 habits teach your brain a different default setting. Habit 1. Name one good thing before your brain starts catastrophizing. Right now, your brain wakes up scanning for threats. What's overdue? What went wrong? What could explode? Before you check your phone, before your feet touch the floor, ask, what's one thing that's good in my life right now? Your health, someone who cares, another chance today, even your coffee downstairs. This sounds simple, but your brain's threat detection is hardwired. It will dominate unless you interrupt it. When you search for something good first, you hijack that system. You tell your filter, today, look for this instead. 5 seconds, but it rewrites how you process the next 16 hours. Most people lose the mental battle before leaving bed. Win it in 5 seconds. Habit 2. Get sunlight within 10 minutes. Morning light is a biological reset switch. Natural light triggers your circadian rhythm, floods serotonin, stabilizes mood for 12 to 16 hours. You don't need a hike, just step outside, open a window, 60 seconds. People spend hundreds on supplements but ignore the most powerful free mood regulator, the sun. Your brain evolved to sync with light. When you give that signal early, you tell your nervous system, we're awake, stable, operational.
Skip this. Your brain stays in low power mode, running on stress and caffeine instead of biological fuel. Do this consistently, mornings stop feeling like a fight. Habit 3. Celebrate one tiny win out loud. You accomplish small things constantly. Your brain dismisses every one. You sent the email, finished the task, chose the salad. Your brain says, next. Here's the problem. Progress triggers dopamine. Dopamine reinforces behavior. When you acknowledge wins, even microscopic ones, you create a loop. This matters, repeat it. Say it out loud. Good job. I handled that. It feels absurd at first, but confidence isn't built through massive wins. It's tiny ones, recognized consistently. Stop waiting for the promotion to feel proud. The person celebrating one email programs their brain differently than the person dismissing it. Tiny wins, acknowledged daily, stack into unshakable momentum. Habit 4. 3 slow breaths before stress. Stress is automatic. Calm is trained. Before the passive-aggressive email, before the criticism, before the tense meeting. Stop. 3 slow breaths. Inhale 4 counts. Exhale 6. This isn't meditation. This is biology. Slow breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your brain's emergency brake. Within 15 seconds, heart rate drops, cortisol decreases, prefrontal cortex comes online. You stop reacting from panic, start responding from clarity. Happiness isn't absence of stress, it's how fast you return to baseline. The person practicing this doesn't explode in traffic, doesn't spiral after comments, doesn't carry tension between situations. That's not luck. That's 3 breaths repeated until automatic. Habit 5. Ask what went well. At night, your brain replays every mistake.
every awkward moment, everything you should have said differently. Threat detection protecting you by obsessing over failures. Interrupted. Before bed, ask, what went well today? Not what was perfect, just what went well. One good conversation. Something handled better than last month. You showed up when it was hard. 30 seconds. When you reflect on positive experiences, your brain stores them deeper. Memory is selective. If you never revisit good moments, your brain erases them for threat-based memories. This builds evidence. Your life contains more good than anxiety claims. You're not ignoring problems. You're correcting the imbalance. Most people end days destroying themselves for what they didn't finish. You'll end with proof progress happened. Habit 6. Send one appreciation message. Once daily, text someone positive. No reason, no occasion. I appreciate you. That thing you said helped.
You're good at what you do. 30 seconds. Acts of kindness activate reward systems. Dopamine and oxytocin flood in. Chemicals tied to warmth, connection, safety. But deeper, when you reach out consistently, you stop experiencing the world as cold. You experience it as relational. Your brain interprets environment as safer. A brain feeling safe allows happiness. This creates something unexpected. People associate you with positive feelings. Not manipulation, but because you're one of few giving without needing back. You become the person others think warmly about, want around, who makes moments better. That warmth loops back. These aren't random tips, they're a system. Habit 1 resets attention. Habit 2 stabilizes biology. Habit 3 builds momentum. Habit 4 trains regulation. Habit 5 rewrites memory. Habit 6 expands safety. Separately, too small to matter. Together, they trigger neuroplasticity. Your brain rewires based on repeated patterns. Most people never control patterns. They let brains run default, stress, worry, reactivity. You're installing different operating system, not through willpower, through micro-behaviors your brain can't resist. 3 weeks, 3 months, you'll notice something shifted. You're bothered less, noticing more beauty. Feel lighter, won't remember when it started. That's real change. Quiet, gradual, permanent. Don't try all 6 tomorrow. Start with 1. Tomorrow morning, before your phone, name one good thing. 7 days. Then add habit 2. Another 7 days. Build slowly, one micro habit at a time. Not chasing perfection. Installing patterns. These work because they're small enough your brain doesn't resist. No willpower battle. Just tiny actions repeated until they're your default. Tell me in comments, which habit are you starting with? I read every one. If this shifted how you see happiness, subscribe. We make videos weekly to help rewire your brain for the life you want. Not through drama, through intelligent repetition. See you next.